On a scale of 1 to 10, how disciplined do you feel right now? Be honest, if you said anything less than a 10, this video is for you. Because the truth is, becoming disciplined is not as impossible as it may seem. Discipline is often seen as an insurmountable mountain, something only the strongest and most focused can achieve. But what if I told you that discipline isn't as hard as you've been led to believe? You've been told time and time again that discipline is the key to success. We all want to be more disciplined, to wake up early, work tirelessly, hit the gym every day, stop procrastinating, and finally take control of our lives. But how often do we stop and ask ourselves why? Why do we crave this level of discipline? What's the end goal? For most people, discipline is tied to the idea of success. More money, better health, higher status. But if we're being real, for many, the ultimate dream is freedom. Freedom from stress, financial burdens, and the grind of daily life. Retirement, travel, enjoyment. It's that dopamine hit of pleasure and relaxation that we're wired to seek. And that's exactly why your brain struggles to embrace discipline. Why work hard now when instant gratification is right at your fingertips? Your brain is wired to constantly weigh costs and rewards. If the reward of scrolling on your phone or eating junk food feels more immediate and satisfying than grinding out hours of study or exercise, guess what you're going to choose? It's that simple, and it's why so many of us struggle to stay disciplined. But here's the thing. There's a trick to outsmarting your brain's desire for instant gratification. It's called internal competing interests. To become truly disciplined, you need to align your goals with something that feels deeply rewarding to you. This isn't about becoming the ideal version of yourself, the version who has zero bad habits and always succeeds. It's about finding something you care about enough to push through discomfort. The problem is, most people think they're chasing their own goals, but in reality, they're chasing someone else's dream. Maybe you've been inspired by successful entrepreneurs, fitness influencers, or even friends who seem to have it all together. But here's the catch. Being motivated by external pressures isn't sustainable. It doesn't create the kind of discipline that sticks. So, how do you find these internal competing interests that will fuel your discipline? It starts with 3 simple but powerful questions. The first question is, what do you really want? Not what society tells you to want, not what your parents expect from you. What do you want deep down? If you can't answer this question immediately, don't worry. It just means you've been too influenced by external voices and need time to rediscover your own desires. The second question is, do you want to change yet? This is a tough one because it's easy to say yes, but deep down, many of us aren't ready to commit to that change. Change is scary, and it requires us to let go of our comfort zones. But that's okay. If you're not ready, don't force it. The third and final question is the game changer. Do you want to change? Even if you're not quite ready to leap into action, the fact that you desire change is a powerful start. It means there's a part of you that knows you can be better, and that's enough to begin building momentum. Now that you've started asking yourself these questions, it's time to get specific. Picture the version of yourself that you aspire to become. Not someone perfect, but someone who's taken steps to improve. Do they work out regularly? How do they handle stress? What's their mindset when facing challenges? Write these qualities down and identify the areas where your current self differs from that future self. Here's the catch. Not everything on that list is actually important to you. Some of it might be there because you've absorbed the pressures of what others think you should be. Cross out the things that aren't truly yours. This process of filtering out external influences will help you focus on what truly matters to you, and only then can you start making changes that will stick. Start small. This is where most people fail. The brain loves big, bold plans. I'm going to work out for 2 hours a day, or I'll study for 6 hours straight tomorrow. The problem is, these plans are a setup for failure. Your brain already knows that if you try to do too much too soon, you'll burn out and revert to old habits. So don't fall into that trap. Instead, commit to 1% changes, small, manageable improvements that you can build on over time. Think of it like training your brain the same way you would raise a child. If you make promises you can't keep, your brain loses trust in you. But if you start with small commitments and follow through, you slowly build a strong foundation of discipline. Take a 10-minute walk every day. Do 5 push-ups. Drink an extra glass of water. These may seem insignificant, but the key is consistency. As you build this consistency, you'll gradually increase your capacity for more significant changes. You'll go from 1% improvements to 10%, then 20%, and eventually you'll find yourself handling 100% of the tasks that used to feel impossible. It's all about momentum. One technique that works wonders is competing with the person you were yesterday. Start by tracking your progress. Maybe it's how much time you spend working productively each day. Use a stopwatch to time your focused work sessions and aim to beat that time the next day. You're not competing against anyone else, just yourself. Every day, strive to be a little better than the day before. Some days will be better than others, and that's okay. The key is to stay consistent and never stop moving forward. When setbacks happen, and they will, don't give up. Remember, every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. Finally, surround yourself with the right people. The people you allow into your life have a massive impact on your discipline. Choose people who inspire you, challenge you, and hold you accountable. You don't need people who feed into your excuses. You need people who remind you of your potential and push you toward it. Discipline isn't about restricting your freedom. In fact, discipline is the key to unlocking true freedom. Without discipline, you're a slave to your impulses and habits. But with discipline, you gain control over your life. You have the power to choose your path and achieve the things that matter most to you. So, stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop making excuses. Take control of your life one small step at a time, and watch as those steps lead to massive changes. Unleash the fire within you and chase your dreams with relentless courage. For the world is waiting for your brilliance to shine. Believe fiercely, act boldly, and let nothing hold you back.